Find the real parts and the imaginary parts together. Okay, meaning the eyes go with the eyes and the regular numbers go with the regular numbers. So who can get put together on this?
7 and 2.
Okay, this 7 and this 2. So what is 7 minus 2?
5.
5. So you're going to get 5 for the number part and a negative 7i for the imaginary part, meaning the eyes. There's no other eyes to combine with that one. Okay? Look at number 3. Who can go together?
7 and 3.
The 7 and the 3. So 7, negative 7 plus 3, negative 4. And who else can go together?
The fours.
The 4. So 4 minus 4
0.
is 0i. So we can say plus 0i. You could also say this. You could say negative 4 minus 0i. Or you could say just negative 4. So any of those 3 answers are totally fine. Okay? I don't care which one is which. What?
Can I try all of them?
Yeah, I don't care. But I'm saying if there's one like that on your test, any of these work. Okay, number 5. What do parentheses mean?
You gotta do what's inside the parentheses.
No.
Can I distribute?
It means distribute. Okay, so negative 8 times negative 1 is going to be 8i, because there's one I. Negative 8 times negative 4.
32.
Positive 32. Okay, how many i's are there that time?
2.
There's 2 i's, so it's going to be I squared. Okay, somewhere here on the top of your paper, you need to write this. I squared equals what?
Negative 1.
Negative 1. Okay, so I squared equals negative 1. Okay, so wherever there's an I squared, we're going to cross that out and put negative 1 in parentheses. But it has to be an I too. Okay, so it's going to look like this. 8i plus 32. And instead of the I squared, we're going to put a negative 1 in parentheses. Okay, well again, what does parentheses mean?
Just distribute.
Distribute. So 8i. And then 32 times negative 1 is going to be a negative 32. Hey, now, I realize some of you guys that were not with me yet, you weren't added in here when we did this, you correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you guys, when you take your test, I'm not going to have you do this one, okay? Because you weren't here yet, okay? So 1 through 8, you guys won't even do on your quiz. The rest of you guys will, because you were with me during that time. Okay? Same thing, you guys won't need to do this side, okay? But you will do this side with me. Okay, so this one, we're gonna, it's called foiling, so you're gonna say 4 times 4, 16. 4 times 5 is 20i. Okay, and now we take this one and do it by each of those. So negative 5 times 4 is negative 20i. Negative 5 times 5.
Negative 25.
Shoot. Negative 25 I squared. Alright. Okay, now, what do we do with the I squared?
Change it into a negative 1.
We change it to a negative 1. So this whole thing, and you can just erase this one if you want to, so you don't have to rewrite the entire line, or you can rewrite the entire line. Okay, so really right here, this is going to get erased, and we're going to put a negative 1 instead. Okay, and then we need to multiply that. So it's going to look like this. 16 plus 20i minus 20i, so everything we're just copying down. 25 times negative 25 times negative 1 is going to be a positive 25. Okay, and now this should look like the one we did like on number 3. We can put the i's together and we can put the numbers together. So who can get put together?
It's 40 eyes.
The 20 i's. So 20 and negative 20 is what?
0.
Is 0. They cancel out. Okay, and then what else can you put together?
16.
16 and 25, which is what? What's 16 plus 25?
Or 96. I minus 36.
36. So this part is going to give you 36. This part, again, is going to give you 0. So you can put plus 0i, minus 0i, or just put nothing.
That's
Okay?
41, you mean?
I don't know. I wrote down what you guys told me.
16 plus 25. 25 plus 10 is 35 plus 6 41. Sure, here.
41. Hey, be nice, both of you. scroll. Okay, these ones say solve or factor completely. So, the one thing you need to keep in mind on your test, okay? Does it equal 0 or not? Okay, so make sure you pay attention to does it equal 0 or not? Because that's a matter of if we stop or keep going. Okay, so number 9, we're gonna start off, we're gonna draw 2 parentheses. So 1, 2. Then what do we do?
You do a list of 80.
Before that,
Oh, the end.
put n and n. And then we're gonna make a list of what number?
80.
80. What's the very first one?
180.
1 and 80. Okay, it's gonna be 2 and 40. Does 3 go in?
No.
No. 4 and 10.
420.
What? Oh, 4 and 20, my bad. 4 and 20. 5 and something. 15 maybe?
60.
16. 6. Does 6 go in?
No.
7. 8 and 10.
That's not possible for that.
Okay. And then also, I would write yourself up here, if you need the chart, these are your options. Plus, 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 minus, minus, plus, minus, minus. Okay, if you need the chart. Okay, what numbers are we gonna pick? We're trying to get to what?
-2.
A 2 in the middle, okay? So we need something that's 2 units away from each other's.
8 and 10.
8 and 10. So if you counted 8, 9, 10, see how I have 2 fingers up? That's how you know they're 2 units away from each other. Okay, so it's definitely gonna be 8 and 10. And I need a -2. So how can I make that happen?
Plus minus.
You guys are saying different things?
Plus minus.
Plus, minus. Okay, now go back to this question. Does it equal 0 or not?
No.
No, it does not. Okay, which one says equal 0 up here? 13, maybe, I don't know, I can't say it. 10 does, 12 does. Okay, so if it does not say equal 0, this is gonna be our answer. Okay, if it does not say equal 0, if it says equal 0, then we have that additional step, remember?
Oh, at the end. Oh, you're talking about the 12.
Mhm. Okay, so 11, we're gonna draw our 2 parentheses. We're gonna say n and n, and we're gonna make a list of 4. So I got 1 and 4, 2 and 2. I'm trying to get to a 5.
1 and 4.
It's gonna be a 1 and 4, and I need a positive 5.
Plus and plus.
And it's gonna be a plus and plus. Okay, do we stop or keep going? Does it say equal 0 or not?
No.
It does not, so we are done. Okay, we don't need to keep going. It doesn't say equal 0. Okay, 13, we're gonna draw our 2 parentheses. We're gonna say x and x. And we're making a list of what number?
24.
24. What's the first one always?
1
1 and 24. We got 2 and 12. 3 and 8. 4 and 6. Okay, and I need something to give me an 11.
3 and 8.
3 and 8. Okay, most of the time, where is it not going to be? Top or bottom of the list? Top, okay, so if you're not sure, try the bottom ones, okay, and then work your way up if none of those work. So 3 and 8, and I need a positive 11.
Plus.
It's gonna be a plus plus. Does this one say equal 0 or not?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so we do need to keep going. So it's gonna be x equals, and we do whatever is opposite on the inside. So this says plus 3, so my answer is gonna be a minus 3. Okay, same thing with the 8. It says plus 8, so it's gonna be a minus 8. Okay, if it said x minus 8, then my answer would be positive 8. Okay, so we do the opposite of whatever it is. Okay, 15, I'm gonna draw my parentheses. I got b and b. And for the 6, I got 1, 6, 2, 3. I need something to add or subtract to give me a 5.
1 and 6,
1 and 6, and I need a negative 5.
plus minus.
It's gonna be a plus 1 and a minus 6. Again, now if you're not sure, on your calculator you can type in plus 1 and then a minus 6, and it should say negative 5 on your calculator. If it does not, then it's not right. Okay, do we stop or keep going? We stop. Why do we stop?
Is not equal.
There is no equal 0, so this is gonna be it for us. We got 5 more to do. Can I scroll? Okay, factor out the common factor. So these are the ones where we did the tree, okay? What is our magic numbers? The only numbers we're allowed to circle, group, etc.
3, 5, 7.
You missed one.
2, 3, 5, 7.
2, 3, 5, 7, okay? So we can only circle 2s, 3s, 5s, and 7s. Okay, so, what are some factors of 5? 1 and 5. Okay, 20, I got 2, 10, 2, 5. Okay, so who is our matchies?
5.
Yeah, the 5s. Okay, so a 5 can go on the outside. Okay, 5 divided by 5 is 1. 20 divided by 5 is 4. How many A's does our first guy have?
2.
2. Second guy?
5.
5. So how many can I take? What's the smallest amount up there?
2.
2. Okay, so 2 is going to go on the outside. Okay, so if he had 2 and I took 2, how many does he have left? None. Okay, he had 5 and I took 2. How many does he have left? 3. So he's going to get an A3 back. Okay, is that a plus or a minus in the middle?
A plus.
Oh, okay. I can't see. I drew over it. Okay, number 3. 25, I got 5 and 5. 40, I got 2, 20, 2, 10, 2, 5. And 35, I got 5, 7. Okay, so what's our matchies?
5.
Okay, our 5s. Who else can go? Huh?
None.
None. Okay, just 5 can go. Okay, 25 divided by 5.
5.
It's 5. 40 divided by 5. It's 8. And 35 divided by 5 is 7. How many ends does my first guy have?
3.
3. Second guy?
2.
2. Third guy? 1. So what's the smallest amount? 3, 2, or 1?
1.
1. So that means 1 can go on the outside. Okay, well he had 3 and I took 1. How many is he gonna have left? 2. Okay, he had 2 and I took 1. How many is he gonna have left?
1.
1. And my last guy had 1 and I took 1. How many does he have left?
0.
No. Okay, and then we need to put all our signs back. So I should have a minus, plus, plus. So I'm gonna say minus, plus, plus. Okay, 5, 4 is gonna be 2 and 2. 20 is gonna be 2, 10, 2, 5. Okay, so what's our matchies?
2 with the 2.
2 2s, okay? So this guy can go with this guy. Okay, so that's 1 2, blue 2 on the outside. This guy and this guy match, so that's a purple 2 on the outside. What do we do with those?
Multiply.
We multiply them. So 2 times 2, 4. Okay, so we're gonna have 4 on the outside. Okay, 4 divided by 4 is 1. 20 divided by 4 is 5. Okay, now treat the letters separately. How many U's does my first guy have?
1.
1. Second guy? 2. So what's smaller, 1 or 2?
1.
1. So I can pull out a U1 on the outside. Okay, so he had 1 and I took 1. How many does he have left?
2.
None. He had 2 and I took 1. How many does he have left?
1.
1. So I'm going to say U, or you can say U1. It doesn't matter. Okay, and then the V's. My first guy, how many V's does he have? 1. Second guy? 1. So how many can I take? 1. Okay, so he's going to have none left. He's going to have none left. And then we're going to put the sign back. Okay. Can I scroll?
Yeah.
Okay, this is what you guys are doing tomorrow. You did it the other day, but I just flip-flopped the days a little bit. So this is what your worksheet will be over tomorrow. There is no video. However, if you were here the other day when we did these, then you should be totally fine. Okay? You cannot do these without a calculator. It is not going to work. So to refresh, this is my A, this is my B, and this is my C. Make sure that you write the formula on this sheet. You can use this sheet on your test, okay? So make sure you have this formula written down. It goes like this: negative B plus or minus the square root of B squared minus 4 times A times C all over 2 times A. Okay, so make sure you have that on your sheet. That way when you take your test, you can use this on your test and you're like, I don't remember the formula. My answer is going to be, you should have wrote it down. Okay, so make sure it's on your sheet. Make sure that you can read it. Okay, if you have the formula in a calculator, you should be totally fine. Okay, so it goes like this. It's going to be negative. My B is 5 plus or minus. Again, my B is 5 squared minus 4. What's my A? 2. C? Negative 3. Do not forget that negative. All over 2, and my A is 2. Okay, what do we do first on the calculator?
The thing inside of the square root.
Everything, the square root and everything underneath of it. Okay, so your first button you're going to push is the square root button, and you're going to type in the square root and then everything underneath of it. Don't put 'em. Okay, what do you get for the square root and everything underneath of it? 7? Somebody agree with that? You said, yeah, Jaden didn't even type, y'all, so don't even listen to him.
I'll say yeah.
You got? Okay, so 7. So for this part, everything I've circled, we're gonna put a 7 there. What's gonna go on the bottom? A 4. So 2 times 2 is gonna be 4. Okay, now we're ready. We hit our fraction button on our calculator and we type this in twice. The very first one with a plus, the second one with a minus. You guys let me know when you get something.
Plus is 1/2.
1/2? Do we do a fraction or a decimal?
Fraction.
We definitely gotta do a fraction.
I got negative 3.
For the minus? Oh, okay. Okay, last one. Again, this is what you're doing tomorrow, okay? So we got negative, my B. What's my B?
-5.
-5. plus or minus the square root, negative 5 squared minus 4 times my A times my C, all over 2 times my A. Okay, so we're gonna type in the square root and everything underneath of it. You got 9,
Yep.
and the bottom is gonna be a 4, okay? And so then that's ready to do 1 plus, 1 minus.
Ain't no way that's going on with it.
For plus, it's 7/2.
7 over 2, somebody agree?
I do.
For minus is negative 1.
Negative 1.
Yeah.
Okay, the other half of the sheet is your guys' to do. If your paper is not stapled